Section 5 of Grandma's Recipes for Mother and Daughter. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Read by Betty B. Grandma's Recipes for Mother and Daughter by American Molasses Company. Cookies. Molasses oatmeal cookies. 1 cup sifted enriched flour, 1/4 teaspoon soda, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 1/2 teaspoons double acting or 2 teaspoons cream of tartar baking powder, 1 teaspoon ginger, 1 teaspoon cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon nutmeg, 2 cups uncooked quick oats, 1/2 cup shortening, 1/2 cup sugar, 1/2 cup Grandma's molasses, 1 teaspoon vanilla, 1 teaspoon grated orange rind, 1 egg, 2 tablespoons milk, 1/2 cup raisins, 1/2 cup chopped nuts. Heat oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, moderate. Sift together first 7 ingredients. Mix with quick oats, cream shortening and sugar, add molasses, vanilla, and orange rind. Beat in egg, add milk, raisins, and nuts. Stir in flour mixture. Drop from teaspoon onto greased cookie sheets. Bake 12 minutes or until cookies have lightly browned. Cool, store in tightly closed tin box. Yield 4 dozen cookies. Old-fashioned soft molasses cookies. 4 cups sifted enriched flour, 1 1/2 teaspoons salt, 2 teaspoons soda, 2 teaspoons cinnamon, 2 teaspoons ginger, 1/2 teaspoon cloves, 1 cup shortening, 1 1/2 cups Grandma's molasses, 1/4 cup sugar, 1 egg. Heat oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, moderate. Sift together first 6 ingredients. Melt shortening in saucepan large enough for mixing cookies. Stir in molasses and sugar. Cool. Beat in egg. Gradually add flour mixture. Beat about 20 strokes. Shape into balls, golf ball size. Place on greased cookie sheets. Bake 15 minutes or until cookies have lightly browned. Store in covered stone jar. Yield 4 dozen cookies. Crisp molasses cookies. 3 cups sifted enriched flour, 1/3 cup sugar, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon soda, 2 teaspoons ginger, 2 teaspoons cinnamon, 3/4 cup shortening, 1 1/3 cups Grandma's molasses, 1 tablespoon vinegar. Heat oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, moderately hot. Sift first 6 ingredients into a mixing bowl. Cut in shortening with a pastry blender or fingers to resemble coarse meal. Heat molasses just to boiling point. Add vinegar and gradually stir into flour shortening mixture. Chill dough until stiff enough to roll, 3 hours or overnight. Roll dough 1/16 inch thick on lightly floured board. Shape with cookie cutters. Place on lightly greased cookie sheets. Bake 6 to 7 minutes or until edges have lightly browned. Cool, store in tightly closed tin box. Yield about 6 dozen cookies. Drop cookies. Drop unchilled dough 1/2 teaspoonful at a time onto greased cookie sheets. Flatten 1/16 inch thick by stamping with glass covered with a damp cloth. Molasses rum balls. 1 cup fine dry cookie or cake crumbs. 1 cup sifted confectioner's sugar. 2 tablespoons cocoa. 1 cup chopped nuts. 2 tablespoons Grandma's molasses. 1/4 cup rum or brandy. Mix first 4 ingredients. Add molasses and rum or brandy. Mix well. Shape into balls, hickory nut size, with hands dusted with confectioner's sugar. Roll balls in confectioner's sugar. Chill until ready to serve. Yield about 30 balls. Brandy snaps. 1 cup sifted cake flour, 1 teaspoon cinnamon, 2/3 cup sugar, 1/2 cup Grandma's molasses, 2 teaspoons ginger, 1/2 cup butter or margarine. Heat oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit, slow. Sift together first 4 ingredients. Heat molasses just to boiling point in saucepan large enough for mixing cookies. Add butter or margarine, stir until melted. Stir in flour mixture, mix well. Drop 1/2 teaspoonful dough at a time onto greased cookie sheets, 2 inches apart. Bake 15 to 18 minutes. Remove from oven. Cool 2 minutes. Carefully slip spatula underneath wafer to remove from pan. Quickly roll over handle of wooden spoon. If wafers become brittle before they are shaped, place in oven a minute to reheat. Then remove from pan. Store in tightly closed tin box. Yield 30 rolled wafers. Ice cream shells. Drop 1 tablespoonful of dough at a time onto greased cookie sheets 3 inches apart. Bake 20 minutes. Shape over bottom of custard cups. Just before serving, fill shells with ice cream. Yield 18 ice cream shells. Molasses sand tarts. 4 cups sifted enriched flour. 1 2/3 cups sugar. 1 1/3 cups butter or margarine. 2/3 cup grandma's molasses. 1 whole egg plus 1 egg yolk. 1/4 cup sugar. 1 teaspoon cinnamon. Sift together flour and sugar. Cut in butter or margarine with fingers or pastry blender to resemble coarse meal. Combine molasses and eggs. Stir into flour butter mixture. Chill dough overnight or until ready to bake. Roll dough 1/16 inch thick on board dusted with confectioner's sugar. Shape with cookie cutters. Place on greased cookie sheets. Mix sugar and cinnamon. Sprinkle lightly over unbaked cookies. Bake in moderately hot oven 400 degrees Fahrenheit 6 to 7 minutes or until edges have lightly browned. Cool. Store in tightly closed tin box. Yield 14 dozen cookies. Drop cookies. Drop unchilled dough 1/2 teaspoonful at a time onto greased cookie sheets. Flatten cookies to 1/16 inch thick with bottom of glass covered with damp cloth. Ginger snaps. 3 cups sifted enriched flour. 1 1/2 teaspoons soda. 1 teaspoon salt. 3 teaspoons ginger. 1/2 cup shortening. 1 cup sugar. 1/2 cup grandma's molasses. 1/2 cup plus 1 tablespoon water. Heat oven to 475 degrees Fahrenheit, very hot. Sift together first 4 ingredients. Cream shortening and sugar. Add molasses. Add water alternately with flour mixture. Put dough through pastry bag or drop 1/2 teaspoonful dough at a time onto greased cookie sheets. Flatten cookies 1/8 inch thick by stamping with bottom of glass covered with damp cloth. Bake 6 minutes or until cookies have lightly browned. Cool. Store in tightly closed tin box. Yield 8 to 9 dozen cookies. Molasses peanut butter cookies. 1 cup sifted enriched flour. 1/2 teaspoon salt. 1/4 teaspoon soda. 1 teaspoon double acting or 1 1/2 teaspoons cream of tartar baking powder. 1/2 cup shortening. 1/2 cup peanut butter. 1/2 cup sugar. 1/2 cup grandma's molasses. 1 teaspoon vanilla. 1 egg. 2 tablespoons milk. Heat oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit, moderate. Sift together first 4 ingredients. Cream shortening, peanut butter, and sugar. Add molasses and vanilla. Beat in egg. Add milk. Stir in flour mixture. Drop onto greased cookie sheets. Flatten cookies 1/8 inch thick by stamping with bottom of glass covered with damp cloth. Bake 10 minutes or until cookies have lightly browned. Cool. Store in tightly closed tin box. Yield 3 1/2 dozen cookies. Molasses coconut chews. 2 cups sifted cake flour. 1/4 teaspoon soda. 1/4 teaspoon salt. 1 cup sugar. 1/3 cup butter or margarine. 1 cup grandma's molasses. 1/4 teaspoon vanilla. 4 egg whites unbeaten. 1 3/4 cups moist shredded coconut. Heat oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, moderate. Sift together first 4 ingredients. Melt butter or margarine. Add to flour mixture along with molasses, vanilla, and egg whites. Mix well but do not overmix. Stir in coconut. Pour into 2 greased 8 by 8 by 2 inch pans lined with waxed paper, greased and lightly floured. Bake 35 minutes or until done. Remove from pan onto wire coolers. Remove paper. When cold, cut each cake into 24 bars. Store in tightly closed tin box. Molasses coconut chews improve with age if air is excluded when stored. Yield 48 bars. Molasses date bars. 1 cup sifted enriched flour. 1/2 teaspoon salt. 1/3 teaspoon soda. 1 egg beaten. 1/2 cup sugar. 1/2 cup grandma's molasses. 1/4 cup shortening melted, 1/2 teaspoon vanilla, 2/3 cup chopped nuts, 7-ounce package pitted dates chopped fine. Heat oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, moderate. Sift together first 3 ingredients. Combine egg, sugar, molasses, shortening, and vanilla. Stir in flour mixture, nuts, and dates. Pour into a 9 by 9 by 2-inch pan, lined with waxed paper, greased and lightly floured. Bake 40 minutes or until done. Turn out onto wire cooler, remove paper. When cold, cut into 32 bars. Roll in confectioner's sugar, if desired. Yield 32 bars. Refrigerator ginger cookies. 2 1/2 cups sifted enriched flour, 1 teaspoon salt, 1/4 teaspoon soda, 1 teaspoon ginger, 1 teaspoon cinnamon, 1/2 cup shortening, 1/2 cup grandma's molasses, 1/2 cup sugar, 1 egg, 3/4 cup chopped nuts, optional. Sift together first 5 ingredients. Melt shortening in a saucepan large enough for mixing cookies. Stir in molasses and sugar. Beat in egg. Add nuts. Gradually add flour mixture. Form dough into 2 rolls 2 inches in diameter. Wrap in waxed paper. Chill overnight or until ready to bake. Slice 1/8 inch thick. Bake on greased cookie sheets 10 minutes or until cookies have lightly browned in moderate oven, 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Cool, store in a tightly closed tin box. Yield 5 dozen cookies. Raisin cookies. Replace nuts with chopped raisins. End of section 5.